What's your favorite Big Bang?
What's up, y'all? So I decided to edit the video where we have the still life reaction on one, and we have our talk about the old days in another video. So now that we've saw our old photos, shared all the stuff with y'all on the stories, and saw their new photos and stuff, we are now about to check out
Still Life. What if they don't watch that? Should you introduce
music
this?
Video? Oh yeah, and if y'all don't, good idea. So yeah, if y'all don't decide to watch all the talk, which is fine because we kind of went chaotic about our stories and stuff. Here's my cousin Gina, who I danced with, who I mentioned a lot. Great dancer.
Oh really? Thank you.
Yeah, I mentioned you a lot. And my sister is the one with the Big Bang crown named Wani. And yeah, we've been with Big Bang since 2006.
I have the G-Dragon hoodie.
She had the G-Dragon hoodie from the other, and then she has the crown. So, all right. So I guess we can finally. Oh no, you're good. You can go.
Oh, their title is Still Life.
Yeah, the title is Still Life. Wait, can you type Still Life meaning? Still Life, a painting or a drawing of an arrangement of objects, typically including fruit and flowers and objects, contrasting with these in texture with such bowls and
glasses. So they mean it in the art way?
Still Life as a genre of painting or drawing. A master of still life. Okay,
I don't understand that.
I feel like that's good for us to at least know. To at least know before we check out the video.
It's a picture of inanimate objects.
All right, so I'm gonna watch it. Maybe we might watch it twice, but for now we're gonna watch it first time, no pausing or talking. So here we go with Big Bang's Still Life. It feels like a freaking reunion with these guys. Quick pause. Before we get started, I would like to give a little shout out to all of my Captain Jack Sparrows over my Patreon for the extra love and support. I hope y'all know how much I appreciate y'all's extraness.
It's going to be the best part I've ever seen.
Alright, let's get it.
Aww.
It's a pig. Is it a pig?
Oh, this is sick.
Oh my god, that's so different.
Wow. Oh, I love that.
Wow, and there's 4 numbers.
Oh, there is?
Oh.
Like shown on the...
I'm a mess.
What
is different color?
Wow,
his reflection's really different.
Wow, the lyrics.
Feel that.
He's singing! La La. Shout out to their debut song.
I love the sets that they did.
I love his look.
I love
Oh man, Daesung seriously looks so good.
Director.
Oh,
Kwon Ji-young, director. Loving his look right now.
I know.
Aww.
was a good song. It's like a song that...
If y'all notice, let me see if there's anything else. We had that director chair with, it said Kwon Ji-young, right?
Yeah.
But earlier we saw the 4 chairs. Makes you wonder if they're still trying to shout out to OT5.
What's OT?
Yeah.
You know, with Suri.
Oh.
You know, because there was 4 chairs and then we have 1 chair with the director.
Oh, I don't know what it says.
Yeah, let's
Ooh.
go through this again.
Thou has turned for me my mourning into dancing.
Oh.
Thou hast put off my sackcloth and girded me with gladness. Oh.
So, remember how their teaser photo had the 4 different colors, and then they're speaking of the 4 seasons. I feel like it also represents not only 4 of them still doing this, but I feel like it represents their career, like what they've been through. You know how like G-Dragon's line, how he spoke about the rain, instead of feeling sadness or, you know, the dreariness after rain, you see a rainbow instead.
Mhm.
And that's why he had colors in his hair.
Yeah.
And where is it?
Who thought that this was gonna be like as meaningful and kind of like
I didn't think so.
not like sad, but like I don't know,
Nostalgic.
like
But it has-
emotional.
It's nostalgic.
The emotion, like there's like this nostalgia, but there's also depth to the
Yes.
song. Like it doesn't just apply to their comeback; it can apply to any.
You can tell that they're you can tell that they're singing and talking about
I think
their
it's
lives.
so weird. I'm so used to them coming out with just like a banger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I thought,
Bang, bang,
I mean,
bang.
still life, I kind of felt that it was going to be along the side. I don't know if y'all are familiar with their song Flower Road. That was like one of the last things before they took a big break. It has the same kind of feel. It was T.O.P's line. I felt like I kept it, and I started to feel emotional, but right when T.O.P started, I was like, bawling. Like, you felt me shaking.
I could tell, yeah. Without having to look at you, I could
Why
tell.
does he mention Vivaldi?
I think that's just like symbolic to bring in the whole springs thing. Remember, because we both played, she played the cello, I played the violin.
Vivaldi has.
And he said Tchaikovsky and stuff.
Vivaldi has that season.
Yeah, so I feel like that's just all to tie in the elements, to highlight everything. Like they went really artistic from T.O.P's words. First, he was dancing around being all swag with his mask, and then after he took it off, I feel like that was very symbolic of him having years of feeling kind of scared to get back out in the public, you know? And all his
After
issues.
the army or before army?
No, like all the stuff that he went through, you know, like how we mentioned briefly about his mental issues and then like what happened and stuff.
Trauma.
And saying, burying all the traumas from the past night. And he's saying like, now I'm gonna go. What was the lyrics that really stuck out to me? So you know, it's Young Bae's on a boat or a ship.
Beloved young days.
It's so crazy. It applies to us because we were so young when we got
Yeah.
into them.
And Loon, her brother, would be our 4th because he was with us throughout this whole thing.
4
4 seasons with no reason.
What does that mean?
4 seasons with no
What did he say
reason.
with
How can we interpret that?
Our beautiful spring, summer, fall, winter. 4 seasons with no reason. I mean, from my perspective, you can say it.
I think like usually when you associate seasons with them, you associate it with a certain time frame and weather, whatever. But then you're going through life no matter what season it is. Like you're experiencing happiness, sadness, or whatever, whether it's spring, winter.
That is so good because you're right. When there's spring, you're like, oh, Easter. When there's summer, you know, summer vacation.
Some people think winter and they hate the cold, so they're like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm depressed. But it's like, no, you can be depressed during the summer.
Yeah,
too.
so I feel like that's also just very symbolic of life. There. Remember Young Bae was on the ship and he says a round trip ship running, risking his life to start anew. Usually when you go on a round trip, that's just one thing, right? So I think it's interesting for him to say a round trip ship running because once you're done with the round trip, you're done, right? But round trip is almost symbolic of the seasons because you go through, you know, the 4 seasons and then after the winter, you go back around again. And I feel like this is all symbolic of them. Look at that life sign right there. But he's in the, you know, in space, but there's life.
Wow.
What? That's even more crazy because of the fact that some people can feel alienated, but he's like, even though you're alienated, remember you still have life.
You're still alive.
It's still
You're not
like,
alone.
oh my god, yeah.
And he's looking back at Earth.
Yeah. That's why I got emotional because of knowing how T.O.P's struggle was. Everything that he said, and then by the time he felt comfortable looking at Earth, then he took his thing off as he started singing.
Yeah.
He looks really handsome there, by the way.
Oh,
He does. He
so
still looks the
good.
same. He looks the same. Not even
TOP,
at
he
age.
looks so good. Shout out to La 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 La.
You know, it's weird, but like it gives me Beetle vibes.
It does. There's like, yeah, there's definitely
And there
a
was 4
vibe
of
in
them.
there.
Oh my
Beatles.
god, yeah, you're right. Which is very appropriate
Like
because
the
of
songs, because like you know,
who
like
they are.
the Beatles, they have a kind of a rhythm.
And
like,
he's
la,
wearing
la,
a
la,
mask
la,
like they used to.
La, 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 la. That's Hey
la.
Jude, right? Yeah.
Hey Jude.
This song definitely I feel is like, of course, a lot of people are usually used to bangers, you know.
Uh-huh.
But I feel like them making a comeback after so long and after everything that they experienced in the years, the song is like perfect to wrap everything up. Like all the symbolism, me fucking crying, like Gina was holding me back. Like I was like sobbing. I don't know if y'all could tell I was sobbing. I was like, oh
trying
my
not to
god,
look
I'm
at
getting
you.
emotional. Why? Because y'all would have cried.
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
I could have gone there if you had, if you
She
But I
was,
still
yeah.
continued. Yeah, no, I was holding it together because I was like, I don't want my viewers to see me crying.
What I like about the song though, it just shows like the title itself. It also just shows like, I mean, I think they're trying to symbolize like, hey, we've experienced things. Like we've experienced
They're
a lot of
older
other
now.
aspects of life outside of just being a superstar.
And now that we looked up the meaning of still life, doesn't everything we just read apply to what we just saw?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
It's so crazy.
Fruits and flowers and objects.
Like, I think-
And just the
contrasting with-
symbolism
Well, when you think
behind
about
it.
it, when Young Bae, G-Dragon, sorry, Taeyang, G-Dragon, Daesung talk, I think they're trying to say still life applies to like Big Bang because it's always going to be an anime. It's always going to be in their lives. They can never remove it from their picture of life, I guess, right? So it's a still life.
Imagine if I had my sister in all of my reactions. If y'all thought I already said a lot of stuff, I'm telling you, she's the big brain of the Big Bangness here. Like, even though I am the artistic one because I graduated with a graphic design degree, she's always had an appreciation. Like, she's the one that introduced me to that dance group, the Shit Kings, that I always talk about here and there. And she's the one that introduced us to Big Bang. So it only makes sense that she's able to dissect this stuff because she's an accountant. She's a CPA. Big brain. I don't even
She
know
does
how
my
to act.
taxes.
She does mine. She does mine. But even with that side, like she knows how to use both sides of her brain because I think for me, you just always had an appreciation for art. But being able to play the cello, you know how they always said you had to train both sides of your brain.
I'm left-handed, so I use both
She's
sides of my
left-handed.
brain.
Yeah, so yeah, that's very interesting. Talking about the
She's
whole
a Cambodian queen
calling it still life.
That was
in her
relevant.
previous
Still,
life.
I feel like the still life is they're trying to say like, you know, like our whole life has gone through seasons, right? Because seasons change, seasons keep going no matter what. But then still life is their life as Big Bang.
Yeah, like Big Bang is like
It's gonna carry on through.
it's
seasons.
tattooed in their life basically.
Their song is very much about experiencing life. Time has gone, the nostalgia.
And
So-
we're at that point in our lives.
We really
in kind Of
are.
a way.
It's
like
kinda weird.
We're almost the same age as them.
We spoke about how we grew up with Big Bang, so seeing this and seeing what they wanted to say and what we got from Still Life, it's just, that's the reason why we love Big Bang so much. After how long?
It's crazy because we were talking about them all chaotic, all happy and everything like that, and then we watched this. I'm like, it's like nostalgia just slapped me in the face,
Yeah.
like
literally. I'm the INFP, so of course I'm gonna be the crier.
I wanted to hold it together so her video can keep going.
Because imagine if both of y'all start crying. Although I'm sure the VIPs would have been like, "Oh, that's great," but I appreciate that y'all held it for me because y'all know if y'all start crying,
Sorry,
I would have
I'm
cried even more. So, but okay, yeah, that's Big Bang.
I loved it.
Yeah,
I loved it too. It
I'm
was
definitely
really
jamming it, and I hope that this is just like an intro for what they are to like still release. All right, so if y'all tune into this crazy OG VIP girls reaction to Big Bang's Still Life here on my YouTube, thank you so much. I hope y'all have a great day. Big shout out to my cousin Gina and my sister Wani for being in this video. As y'all can see, they kind of bring a lot more life to me. Y'all are my Still Life.
Subscribe to her. Get her to 100K.
If y'all want to, it's not a need necessary. But all right. Well, I hope y'all have a good day. And until my next video coming up here on my YouTube, peace. Y'all do the peace with me. Peace.
That's peace?
Peace.
Peace.
Not this. I mean, not this.
No, this is my
This
sign.
is Hang Wu.
And
That's
this
your
is
sign.
this is like the H-Town sign, but I spread it out to go with Aloha. You know, the Shaka. So
Because
yeah.
this is Shaka.
So peace.
Peace.
Peace. Oh wait,
Peace.
are you doing it wrong?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Peace.
All right.
Dang, that song.
Thanks, guys.
It was so nostalgic.
Yeah, I knew I was gonna cry, but
Aw.
I didn't know I was gonna like feel that
Did you
much.
think it was gonna be as deep